Hey, storyteller, storytelling Ryan. This is a updated version of the Foundry VTT, setting up your server so people can join you on your computer, on your Foundry. You know, they can join you through the internet and play on your game. I got a ton of people watching the older one. It's still the same, but I'm just going to update the video like the thing. And as you know, I'm doing For Lord RPG now instead of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm doing a Christian role-playing game, hardcore, crazy. I rant, I know. Anyway. But this is for everybody doing for Foundry. It's called port forwarding in Foundry. So if you want to look it up, this is all you got to do. You got to make sure that this guy, you can tell if it's working if this green arrow is on this on your invitation links here. There's the local and this. You got to have this 3000 number. I mean, it could be any number, but let's just keep it 3000. That's the default. Let me close this and start this up again. Your Foundry. Get my password in. Okay, so under settings, here, this number needs to be 3000 under the settings there. Is that right? Settings? Configure. 3000, and this needs to be on. Enable UNP plug and play. All right. Let me see. I'm going to this demo thing I did here. Game Master. And then of course the invitation link. I'm just going back to that. So that if this will have a red X if it's not working. Okay. So what do you got to do? I had these things open somewhere. So here's the information on how to port forward, and you go into your, you type under, the command, this search thing up here, get the command prompt right here, command prompt, look up command prompt, click on that, type in ipconfig, and then that'll give you this information, and you will find the one called default gateway, and you'll get that number, whatever that number is, here. And then that number needs to go onto your, right here. Here's mine, whatever. Mine's in here, so let me just type it right now. This is the number of that will show up in that ipconfig. Let me just see if that works. And that should, so that'll pop up your router locally, okay? And then you're gonna find firewall, NAT game. There actually will be a password here, so it won't even let you go into here without seeing the device code, a device access code. And I took a picture of mine on my phone because it's over there, and then brought it over here and typed in this weird code number. And then you can get into here, okay? Or into whatever, into this thing. And then you go to firewall NAT gaming. So this is the thing that you need to create a, hosted application link. And it's going to be a custom service, okay? And I'll just do another one here, and you type in Foundry VTT, then just for your own thing, and then you just put 30,000, 30,000 here, and 30,000 here for the host port, base host port, and it's just TCP, okay, for this drop-down thing, just TCP. So 30,000 TCP Foundry VTT. Just add that to it, and that way that'll be and add to the router, and that'll then be open for people to use. So that's your port forwarding. Okay, here's the info. Also, there's a link in this info here to open ports forwarding. It gives you, here, a list of all, which router and how they kind of work. But but the basic concept is the same. Firewall, NAT gaming, add this thing to your thing. And then that when that is done, you should be able to go to your invitation links, hit this refresh, and that green check mark should show up. Okay, and then that'll give you this link that you send to your players off in the internet thing, and then they can join your server. And just obviously make sure you're doing user management and you have your players. I don't put in passwords for them. It's just easier. And then I just generally just use the player one for my game, for the Lord RPG. I use a very simple version of Foundry to run my games. As you can see here is a little demo of how I do it. Okay. But anyway, that's my new updated version of the Foundry VTT connecting server stuff. Version, what is this, 11? version 11 of version 11 build 315. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I hope I covered all of it. Comment if it doesn't work, or if I mess this video up and I gotta redo it, or just let me know if this does work for you. Okay. And in the game of life, as I always say in my Christian stuff, roll holy dice. And if you're not a Christian, no worries. I'm trying to stop this recording.